been with Elders now 10 years in the franchise in Morayfield, just north of Brisbane. Right, that's a bit of a low demographic area up there. Average sale price around about $325.
Okay.
Massive investment area, as in it's just non-stop in new housing estates. A lot of land and a lot of growth.
Great. And you've been part of the Elders organisation for 10 years. What about industry-wise?
Industry-wise, I was a carpenter for 20 years, but I was mainly into scheduling and logistics. Very, very high-pressured jobs where all the responsibility goes back on the scheduler, with fuel tankers putting the wrong fuel in the wrong tanks, and produce trucks turning up on site, and all the fruit is all through the truck, and rollovers, and you get the calls at 2 and 3 in the morning.
Okay.
Very high, stressful jobs, and as my wife said, they seem to attract me.
So, why real estate? You thought that might be less stressful?
It's very funny though. 31 years ago, after I got married, a year after I got married, my wife got the insurance man around, and he's sitting chatting to me, talking away, and he just came out and he said to me, "You're in the wrong profession." And I said, "Oh, I love carpentry." He said, "You're into sales." He said, "You should be selling." And that was 31 years ago. I got the opportunity with the fuel companies. Fuels weren't going too well, and there was an opportunity in the paper to get into real estate with a wage. And I thought, oh, maybe here's my chance. I took it on and just went through the roof from then.
Terrific. So, an owner franchisee for the last 10 years?
Yes, yeah. I could only get a start off with Gecko in the early days.
Oh, yeah.
And Elders was right next door.
Yep.
And the manager kept seeing me taking out sold signs quite often. And he'd just joke, "You got the wrong shirt on." And I had a chat with him, and he was moving shop to the main street. Moved in with him and just gone through the roof since that day.
Fantastic. Pays to keep asking.
Does.
So, how have you seen the industry change in that time?
Oh, look, I feel it's changing to a slight negative. Like when I joined the game, I'm trying to bring a lot of honesty back into real estate. I lose a lot of business through my honesty, but I'm actually getting an incredible amount of referral work through honesty. And I said to the wife after the first week, I know why real estate agents are considered down the bottom of the list of being with respect. The amount of lies and cheat and deceiving I'm hearing. That is toning down to a little degree, but I'm finding the real estate industry's more challenging with a lot more young kids coming into it today. They're bulletproof and made of steel. And it's really putting a different niche into the game now.
But I would suggest that what you've just said is your unique selling property, or your USP. That is what sets you apart.
Totally is. Yeah, I walk in the door, I'm number one in my area. I tell the people I'm the number one. I let them know that I'm going to sit here and give you a mouthful of honesty, because that's what you need. You want to hear what I've got to say. You're not here to be told what I want you to hear. And I just say to them in the end, like, if you don't like what I'm saying, you're telling me you don't like honesty.
Yep.
And I've got a brilliant return ratio, and I'm number one in the area, so it's got to be working.
Yep.
Because at the moment the ratio in our area now, the listing factor is we must list as cheap as we can. And that's affecting me, because I believe if I'm the best in the business and I'm selling the most and selling for the quickest time and good dollars, shouldn't you pay for the best? If I don't really cut my commission down, I don't get in the door.
So one of those kids that we talk about that might actually, find one that might be prepared to listen.
Yep.
What would you suggest to us? You got a listing to sell it. What's the key to a good listing presentation? What works for you?
The good listing presentation is outside of honesty, right? It's not all about the agency. It's not all about me. Yes, we're the seller. Yes, we're going to advertise it and get the product out there and bring the buyers. But from the buyer's point of view, from what I feel and gather, is that they don't listen to the people. They just don't listen to the people. It's walk in, me, bravo, I can do, that sort of scenario. No one iota on the owner, and they just feel so left out of the whole situation. Instead of, we will do this and we can sell, and we have the opportunity to do this, we can then have a weekly talk. It's all I. And the actual people pick that up.
Good. So how do you promote yourself? I understand you've got a good pipeline of referral business, but do you sit down at the end of every year or 6 months or 3 months and go, that's what my prospecting will look like for the next 3 months, 6 months, 12 months?
Well, I've put on a PA. I got told initially by my ex-principal, you can't put them on till you earn $300,000.
Yes.
So I asked Chris Gilmore, I said, when can I put a PA on? And he said, if you can afford one today, put it on today. I was atrocious on the cold calls. I would not pick the phone up from 10 harrowing days with coronas. I would not touch the phone, so I paid a PA to do that. The day I put a PA on, we just shot through the roof.
And you got good traction with cold calling?
Yep. Oh, totally. So now my skill is the selling side of it.
Yep.
I don't have good time management, and I won't touch the phones.
Yep.
That's what my PA does and does well for me.
I get a phone call from her at 6 o'clock tonight.
Yes.
What would that sound like?
Her call would be, if it was totally a cold call, it would be regarding something that we've done in the area to where we are,
yep.
right, to initially get on board. But it's Jessie
yep.
and Mal.
Yep.
You know, she won't take the whole call on herself because she doesn't want to be the only contact in that person's mind.
Yep.
Because I've been asked that before, when she nurtures them over a period of time and they are ready to list,
So, Jessie here from Elders.
Yeah.
Just letting you know we've listed
property in the area, yes.
So it's Jessie here. Can we come and have a look at your house?
No. It's too far, too forward. Right.
Community service call.
Correct. We will do quarterly evaluations of ourselves, where our structure is, where we're going, why we're number one, where our marketing and advertising is going. I get Jessie involved with a little bit more BDM work. Right, we do a lot of self-evaluation. Right, not enough people do that.
So the PA's been good.
And out of this world. I want to put a second one on.
So you're
ready to go. Number two, so she'll do more menial tasks
yep.
and desktop work.
Yep.
Window signs, getting me ready for my open homes.
Fantastic.
To free up Jessie, to free up me.
So is technology helping you?
Brilliantly. I'm not the best at it, but my PA is a guru.
So you stick to your skill sets and
stick to my skill sets. She does all my Facebook on my own private site. She'll put up all our listings and sales, how we're going. She'll put up community information,
yep.
so it's not all about me,
yep.
right? And she'll run that side of it.
So you still believe that 300 gross com is around the point you should be looking at for a PA?
Before you put one on? No. 100 grand.
Right, excellent.
I've got a great wife's backup wage,
yep.
which helped.
Okay.
If it failed,
yep.
but it didn't. The day I put her on, and I started.
And she's been the only one you've ever had?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Okay.
And now I'm ready to put number two. So.
All right. So now just maybe a couple of word associations. What threats to the business?
Biggest threats to the business? The scam.
Your business and the industry.
Oh, the industry is the scam. The same as like when Gecko came along, Purple Bricks came along.
Yep.
Right. People
Disruptors.
Yep. Disbelief.
Right. Okay. So how are you getting on with all these aggregators out there? These people that want to click their ticket and
well,
are introducing vendors.
Yeah. Oh, look.
Are you embracing them or
the negatives ones?
Oh, my agent. Local agent,
open agent,
the castle, sellmycastle.com.
Yeah,
that are introducing vendors and want a percentage back. The aggregators.
I get a lot of those,
right.
a tremendous lot, because they send the top 3 agents.
Yep.
So I get 4 a week,
okay.
where they send me, Remax, and another agent.
Mm-hmm.
But we go through the door and they take the 20% cut.
Yep.
But they're heavily reduced on commission. They're very commission orientated to low. I want an agent that's real low commission.
Yeah.
Well, hang on, you want the best, but you want the cheapest. So, look, I don't put the system down because it's a free listing.
Yep.
I'm losing 20% off top, but I'm winning 9 out of 10 of them, and I sell them all.
You able to get some uplift in the fee, or?
Yes, I'm now starting to, because I've got to promote myself to that factor that I am the best.
Right.
That's how you come across as you are the best.
Terrific. So down the track, you in your professional life, what would you give someone, your property manager who wants to have a crack at sales? What would be your best advice for someone coming in, or even someone coming into the industry that sees it as a career? And
the biggest mistake that too many people have made, and we just had one that we had to let go, is they try to change City Hall. Right?
Try to change
City Hall.
Yeah.
Right? Real estate is real estate. Don't try and invent the wheel again. Right? People do everything over a very short-term basis. They do it once and they do it right, but they don't repeat it and repeat it and repeat it and just keep repeating it. And that's why their wages go up and down all the time. I'd like my wage being like this. So the information I give to people when they start is that factor. I'll give them a spreadsheet on everything of what I've got to do, because I've learnt from various people in the industry from 25 years to 35 years that have been in the game. Do the small things, but continually do them. Right? Continually do them.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. You don't do your 100 phone calls today, you do 200 tomorrow. You don't do 200 tomorrow, you do 300 the next day. You know, there's certain factors. You can't work 9 to 5. It's not a 9 to 5 job.
Yep.
It's a lifestyle. Real estate will be in your blood. Don't try and keep it out of your system. You only get one crack at it to be good, right? But the biggest factor is it's very basic. You list, you'll sell. But to get listed, you've got to prospect. Right? And too many people try to change the wheel on how there's better ways and better methods to prospect. Mouth to mouth or eye to eye, there's no other better scenario.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Mal, thanks for your time.
No, that's fine.
I'd love to
appreciate that.
I love the commentary around the PA. And
oh, look, I want to go further. I've got 2 or 3 more that I want to put on. I believe that the drive in me is there. I want to get the franchise, so that way I can afford to build a castle of a business. I've got the right skill set people behind me. I've got the right drive behind me. I don't have management skills. That's all I'm lacking. I don't mind putting 2 or 3 PAs on tomorrow for the cost. That'll dint me hard, but I know my long term, if I structure them right, will just leave me, I'm number 1 now in the area, but I want to be a greater slice of number 1.